Okay, let's describe how we're going to set up the board game here. The first thing you need to find is the election track counter. This is the one that sort of looks like a sector token, except that it's kind of gray on one side and sort of purplish on the other side. We're going to go ahead and put that on the election circle. The next thing you need to find are grab 5 of the Black Republic fleets. It doesn't matter which ones you grab, they're all the same. And go ahead and put those right here in the middle in Sector 1. The next thing you want to do is you want to separate and shuffle out your events deck, your action deck, your sector deck, your senator deck, and then also put the ability deck off to the side, but you don't need to shuffle that one there. Finally, you want to grab your various ministry decks and put those cards out. So you put the Prime Minister card out, the Defense, Justice, Interior, and Finance. Also locate the Rebellion card and put that in the Rebellion cards slot over there. Next thing you know is each of the players are going to grab one of their party sheets here. First thing they want to do are grab these sort of 4 small resource counters. You're going to start off with 0 influence. So you're going to put one of them on the 0, one of them on the double 0. You're going to start off with 5 money. So one of them's going to go on the 5, and then the other one's going to go on the double 0. You want to collect all of your fleets that come with you, as well as all of your ownership icons, and put those there. You're going to grab your starting sector for Party of the People. That is Sector 30, and that's indicated on the player mat. In addition, if you look at the special ability card for the sectors, for Sector 30, it has the icon here in the middle. So the first thing I'm going to do is grab one of my ownership icons and put it color side facing up on Sector 30. I'm also going to grab 2 of my fleets, it doesn't matter which ones, and put those in this sector also. The next thing I want to do is grab my starting senator. If I look through the senator deck, I'll see some of them have the large party icons at the bottom of the senator cards, and that says which one mine is. In my case, the Party of the People starting senator is Ghazali over here. The next thing I need to do is I'm going to take the action cards, and each player is going to get dealt 5 of them. So I'm going to start with 5 action cards here. In addition, each of the players is going to get 3 senator cards. So we're going to shuffle those up and hand those out there. So in this case, I would get the 3 senator cards here. Once I've done all of this, we're ready to go ahead and start. Okay, now it's time to do the galactic phase here. This is the first phase in the game. And I'm going to be following the order in the revised rulebook rather than what's in the original rulebook or what's actually shown on your player cards here. The first thing you're going to do is if you have any senators that are exhausted, you're going to turn them back upright to show that they're now refreshed. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to look at how many Republic fleets, these are the black ones, to see how many of those are in play. If there is less than 5 of them, I get to put 1 in for free. In this case, I've got 3 Republic fleets, so I get to add a free one there. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw 3 event cards. I'm going to read them out loud and instantly implement them. The first card that I'm doing says it's a turmoil. The galaxy is in a state of unrest, and all invasions conducted this turn except against the infestation gain a +2 bonus. Since this will be in effect the entire turn, I'm going to put this over here in the active events block. The next card that I'm drawing is the Year of Abundance, and each party immediately gains an additional 10 money. So I'll go ahead and do that. And then the last one that I'm drawing is the New Recruit. It says each party in initiative order draws a senator from the deck and puts it into play immediately without cost. Normally when you get senator cards, it's going to go into your reserve pool, and you got to pay for them at the end of the intrigue phase. In this case, I get to draw a senator phase and immediately go ahead and play them, and I draw a Jamak over here. Alright, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to figure out which sectors are going to either be available for campaigns later on in the turn, or which ones may be possibly infested. So we're going to draw 3 sector cards. First one I'm drawing is Sector 56. So we'll go ahead and locate that one here and put one of these markers. Now, when it's available for campaigns, we're going to sort of put it with the gray side up. Okay, the next one that I'm drawing is Sector 58, so I do that over here. And then the next one I'm drawing is Sector 39. Okay, the next thing that we're going to do then is in initiative order, everyone's going to get 2 action cards, and then they're going to get 2 senator cards. If you happen to run out of cards, you can reshuffle any discards you have. If you're still short cards, then it's going to be based on initiative order who gets their cards. So we'll go ahead and get everyone 2 action cards, and then 2 senator cards. Once again, these senator cards are going to be in my reserve pool that I can use to purchase later on in the game. Okay, the next thing we need to do is go ahead and do an infestation roll. When you do an infestation roll, you're going to roll 2 6-sided die. Then you're going to modify it based on how many shadow tokens and corruption tokens are in play. Now, for every 3 corruption tokens or 1 shadow token, you're going to add 1 to the die roll. So if we looked at all the senators that were in play, say we came up with 6 corruption tokens and 2 shadow tokens. That would mean we'd add +4 to our die roll. Any die roll that's equal to or greater than 10, those 3 sectors that we just recently put the markers on are now going to become infested. So let's go ahead and roll. I rolled a 9. Now 9 plus 4 gives me 13. So instead of these being available for campaigns, I'm going to flip these tokens over, and these are now infested, which means I can no longer campaign in them. I can only do invasions in there. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to do your resources. You're going to add them up. Now let's say my party of the people controls both sector 30 and 38. Now to figure out how much money you're going to get, you're going to add up the 2 numbers, which in this case would be a 3 plus 4, and then you always get 5 money, regardless of how many sectors you have. So that would be 3 plus 4 plus 5, which is going to give me 12. So I would go ahead and move this up for here to 10. I mean, an additional 10, and then move that up 2. And then I look at my influence. For those 2 sectors, I'd get 3 plus 2, which would give me 5 influence there. The last thing you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and move your election counter up 1 space. For the first turn, you're going to do an election right away, so you're just going to leave it there in the election part there. If there's going to be in an election now, at this point, all of the ministries that are currently held by the other players would immediately be vacated, and they would be unavailable for use going into the Senate phase.